for battle.
You don't feel all the diversity characters have had the love and care of attention put into them compared to like Gwen, Miles, and Kamala.
Yeah.
And a lot of what you feel Marvel and DC felt rushed out and not well thought out.
The major one that I really didn't like, actually, where I think it was actually just kind of forced and didn't really work, is the female Thor. I do not know that woman's name, but I know the whole entire story and thing about it. Oh my god, that was a butt fumble. Like, did Mark Sanchez write that story? Sorry, football, funny reference for the football fans out there, but good lord, I don't like that one, and it really felt forced because okay, this lady's dying of cancer. She gets the hammer and Mjolnir, and then hey, you saved your cancer, but like you're Thor, all right, awesome, but like that's the only thing keeping you alive. And
yeah.
Wow.
So are you talking about the movie?
No, I'm talking about the woman that became Thor, not the movie. I haven't seen it. I'm not really behind on the Marvel films.
Well, so I'm just by the way, most of this is just going to be asking questions. And Perp, you feel free to say whatever. Not that if you feel like you're getting like tag teamed or something, then we won't do that. But just trying to have a conversation. You said you didn't read it though. So you're making a lot of.
I did not read it. I will admit that, but I do know. So I do know the full context and like what happens and how it happens. But I haven't read like the after stuff after, but like I know all the setup and everything.
So you feel like you can get an accurate, feel for like the narrative and whether or not something is executed well by looking at like the summary of what happened, or
well, not the summary, but like I did check up and like read the wiki and did like that due diligence and figure out what was going there. I get what you're saying. That may not always be the most effective way, and as someone who really pushes people to finish the whole entire damn anime that they start before they start saying, oh, it doesn't work or it's bad. This one I really didn't feel like it would pull me in. See, Riri Williams, I went from hating that character to loving that character because I actually decided to go further. But Riri has a little bit has a few more things working for her compared to this lady right here, So
like what? Like what? Like I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep interrupting because I'm trying to get context of things that you're saying. You're throwing out a lot of claims. So like, what does Riri have that like, as you call her, Lady Thor, who's actually Jane Foster? She's been a character that's existed for pretty much since the beginning of Thor. Mm-hmm. So what is it that Riri has that Jane Foster doesn't, and how can you know that without having read it? And
okay,
I'm sorry to be a stickler on that, but
no, you're fine. So with Riri, well, first of all, amazing design. Second of all, better backstory and building, and there's a little bit more of a rationale here. And I thought, oh, she stole it. No, actually, she didn't steal it. It's a little bit more of an interesting way of passing the garb. I got a little Batman Beyond vibes from how she ends up becoming the character, and honestly, it wasn't bad, and I thought it was pretty solid. And I feel like as those issues go on, they kind of dial back some of the very unlikable traits the character had to start with. So I feel like just better setup and really laying like what you're trying to do here than. Oh, you have cancer. Here's your cancer's gone now.
See, I have read, as you call it, Lady Thor. I've read it. I've read quite a bit of Jason Aaron's Thor run, and me and a lot of other people would agree that it's probably the best era of Thor that there's ever been, and that includes the stuff with Jane. And it's the way that you're talking about it and dismissing it. It does just sound like somebody who hasn't actually read it, because you're just dismissing it as if some silly thing, when it's like the original, the way Thor was originally set up in the comics was Dr. Donald Blake was just a regular dude who, had a messed up leg, and he had a walking stick, and he would hit that stick on the ground, and then he would turn into Thor. And like, so the way you're dismissing how she becomes Thor and, oh, the cancer's gone or whatever, it's not any more silly than the original Thor setup. In fact, it's comic book silly in the way that a lot of stuff is comic book silly.
And I will, even with my dabble, I did forget. There's one thing I did forget to mention in the Discord chat we had. I'm not super well versed in the comics themselves. I'm very well versed on the cartoons and a lot of the films, so I'm very well versed on those. Like I'm really well versed. Like I really watch the superhero cartoons.
Well,
and
can I ask a question? Why did you read whatever you read about Thor, like a summary or whatever? Why did you choose that route rather than just reading the actual book?
Because there wasn't really anything that grip me and pull me in the design. There wasn't a big wow factor. And overall with the Thor character, from what I know through the cartoons, I've always watched the Thor. This thing 4 is okay. Like there was nothing to wow me about the Thor character. And while I understand comic book silliness is very apparent, as a person who watched a lot of those superhero cartoons, holy shit, do I have to deal with some really, really silly things like the spider cycle? Anyone? Good Lord, that really still gets to my nerves. But there you go. But that was why. But I think the reason why I was Riri, I think being a black man, I felt really more like, let me just give this a shot. It sounds stupid. Let me give this a shot, and really always wanted to, really prop up and boost a lot of black characters, so I feel like, maybe that I would say here is that maybe I could have gave Jane a bit more of a shot like I did Riri, because I didn't like Riri at first, but when I actually dug into Riri, I'm like, yo, Riri's kind of boss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you kind of hit on something there that I'm always trying to, express in my videos is like, like you just said that, I'm a black guy. So seeing Riri, it's stuck out to me more. And like, that's totally valid and good and awesome. And that's the point for representation, as I'm sure you understand. But I mean, like, maybe the fact that you're not a woman doesn't have any, because a lot of women did get into Jane Foster when she became Thor.
I wouldn't say it always can tie to that, because you're looking at someone who loves totally spies. And
no, I didn't say it always ties into that. I'm saying you just said that it's a factor in what might have caused you to give Riri more of a chance.
You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make any claims about universal claims, but I'm just saying that, like, so do you think that it's possible that other people got something from Jane Foster as Thor that you didn't see the same way that you got something out of Riri? Because here's the deal. Like whenever Riri Williams was first announced and it was like, here she is, and they introduce her and she's just suddenly in the comic out of nowhere, I didn't like it. I'll be the first to admit that I think that did feel a little quote unquote forced. And if there's anything that, the comics people have that's got some degree of validity to it, it's that character in particular was shoehorned in quick, and then it's like, here she is, deal with it. Now, I the stuff I've read since then, she's a great character. She's gone on to be awesome in her own way, but I mean, that's a lot of characters don't get the best. They don't get the good feel for them until they've already been around a while, and then they start, writing them better and stuff. But like when it comes to Amadeus Cho, who you mentioned, he'd been in the Hulk comics for long ass time.
And I would say he's the least bad of one, because I see the potential. I just don't think they have found the proper writer for him yet. I feel like he still has some untapped potential. That's why I say he's the least bad of the three that I mentioned, because I feel like there's something here, and maybe someone can draw his damn face.
Sure. Well, I want to address something in chat real quick. So Allison, thank you for that. So Allison loves Thor and Jane Foster. For her, it was amazing, but she said that right after our buddy Puma Fist, who I don't know, he seems to disagree with everything that we say on the channel, but he shows up to say it anyway. But he said that right under women don't read Thor comics, which is it's just a fucking stupid thing to say, man. Hey Puma Fist, can you take a step back real quick and just look at what just occurred here, and maybe ask yourself if you're just making statements without anything to back them up, because this does not line up with this, right?
To be fair, Puma. To be fair, maybe Puma doesn't know any women.
That's probably the case. He's like, my mom doesn't read it, so. All right, dude. Guess what?
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
You just got blocked from my channel because your fucking little tiny dick insecure fucking ego got shattered when you were proven wrong on a live stream. So you can fuck off my fucking channel.
Denied.
Nothing of value was lost. You know, so I can admit that maybe I missed the mark with Jane Foster, and I could have given her a better shot as a character.
You win.